Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Tom.
Afternoon there, Mayor. We just finished our long-term care meeting, so that's good. That finished just right in time for this one.
Excellent. Got another 39 seconds. Nope, don't even need to do that. I got 3:30 on my. So welcome, everybody. We'll call the meeting to order for a special meeting to resolve. I think we only really have one issue on the agenda this afternoon. And if we'll still rise and we'll take a moment of reflection before we start. Thank you. And I will ask Sheila, can you inform anybody that's online if we have any participation that way?
Through you, Mayor Eccles. Before I begin, if you get disconnected, you can dial 1-647-558-0588 and enter the meeting ID 891-5626-2480. It should be noted for members of the public that this meeting is being held in 2 locations, on Zoom as well as being live streamed on YouTube. Both members of staff and council have been briefed on the various features of the Zoom meeting software. Members of council and staff will be raising their hands to speak. For members of the public, if you require any technical assistance at any point during this meeting, you can send a chat message to me, Sheila Ferguson, Communications Coordinator, and I will attempt to assist you.
Thank you very much, Sheila. And I'd like to say that Councillor Noon and Councillor Townsend are unavailable today, but with Deputy Mayor Hutchison and Councillor Shea online, we do have quorum. Any declaration of pecuniary interest? Seeing none, can be declared if it does arise on the report. Down to staff reports, 4.1, Legislative Services Clerk. Mr. Eckensweiler, want to give us your update?
Yes, thank you, Mayor Eccles. At the July 4th, 2023 council meeting, council enacted bylaw 2023-068 to amend zoning bylaw in accordance with the zoning bylaw amendment application ZA 20-2023. After the bylaw was passed, it was noted that the report and bylaw inadvertently stated that the minimum lot area on the subject property shall be 3.8 hectares, when it should have stated that the minimum lot area shall be 3.8 acres. To correct this error, a new bylaw must be brought forward to repeal and replace bylaw 2023-068 with an updated version. So with that, the recommendation on the report is that council directs staff to bring forward a bylaw to repeal and replace bylaw 2023-068 with an updated version.
Thank you, Jamie. Any questions for Jamie on this? To expedite, that's why we had a special meeting on this one. With no questions, would somebody move the recommendation? Moved by Councillor Hutchison, second by Councillor Forrester. Recommendation is on the floor to repeal bylaw 2023-68 and replace it with 2023-074. Any questions or comments on the motion? Call the question. All those in favor? Any opposed? Seeing none, that is carried. Thank you very much. That brings us down to bylaws. 5.1 is a bylaw 2023-073. This is confirming the proceedings of council. Do I have a mover for that bylaw? Moved by Deputy Mayor Hutchison, seconded by Councillor Forrester. Any questions or comments on the motion? All those in favor, please. Any opposed? That is carried. Down to the bylaw of the day. Bylaw 2023-074. Do I have a mover for this bylaw? Councillor Hutchison and Deputy Mayor Hutchison. Thank you. Any questions or comments on the motion? Councillor Shay. Jeff?
I probably should have asked this question earlier when we were discussing the report. But what are the circumstances that allow us to hold a special meeting with less than 48 hours notice? Just so I know for future reference when such things are permitted.
There isn't. There won't be under 48 hours because this one is within 48 hours. But I don't think we have one under 48. Jamie?
It's through Mayor Eccles. Yes, there is an option for council to hold a special meeting under 48 hours. It's termed an emergency meeting. So that would fall under the Emergencies Act though. So we're very limited in scope with when we can do that.
So what provision, don't we normally need 7 days notice? How are we avoiding that in this case?
Go ahead, Jamie.
Through Mayor Eccles, a regular council meeting does require that an agenda be published 7 days in advance of the meeting. This is a special meeting though under our procedural bylaw, which only requires 48 hours notice.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Good, understanding. Motions on the floor for the bylaw. No other questions, and we'll call the question. All those in favor? Any opposed? Seeing none, that is carried. And that brings us down to everything on the agenda. We'll declare the meeting adjourned. Thank you very much for your cooperation on getting this through and getting the corrections. Everybody can get on with their day now. Thank you. Take care, Tom.